Okay, Microsoft, holy hell. There is a lot of stuff to talk about in this one, and I just want to get this one out here as fast as possible. So there's a lot of people upset. There's a lot of people kind of excited. There's a lot of people questioning things. Let's go over it right now. So if you guys haven't heard, Microsoft has mistakenly revealed their secret plans in court, basically, in regards to the FTC. Basically, they were showing off their roadmap of what they have in store. They were talking about their new cloud direction. They were talking about Game Pass, of course, and then one thing came on screen and then everybody went absolutely apeshit over. And I'm not even talking about just the games, because the games also had a lot of people talking. But let's go ahead and start with the games first. Microsoft revealed that Fallout 3 Remastered, Ghostwire Tokyo sequel, Dishonored 3, Oblivion Remastered, Doom Year Zero as well are going to be coming out in the following years. This is in their roadmap. And of course, you guys have already heard about Elder Scrolls and how that is potentially going to be simply Xbox only and PC. Again, I'm not surprised by that decision whatsoever, because this is what Microsoft bought them for. Microsoft wants to compete. They want to have as many well-known games in their arsenal to actually stand out and actually, compete in the market. Again, I know a lot of people might not like it, but this is just what they're going to do. They bought those studios to flat out to compete at this point. Okay, so a lot of people might not like it, but at the same time, that's just what they're doing. And again, the same thing would be done in spades if Sony acquired them. So just keeping that out there. We're keeping it a buck. All right. So that's what they showed in the games. Pretty good announcements, pretty cool stuff to say the least. A lot of stuff there. But here's where everything went crazy. Now you remember Phil Spencer flat out said in regards to the whole PlayStation 5, I guess you can say the redesign or the new form factor that we saw a few months back. But we saw that form factor. After we saw that, we got to, Microsoft's Phil Spencer came out and said, listen, we're not in any rush to get no, mid-gen refreshes or whatnot out here. Well, Phil, you got caught with this one. Xbox Series X refresh digital only. That's right, digital only, 2 terabyte Xbox officially going to be, is targeting October 2024. Here it is on screen. That is the new console. That's what it looks like. It legit looks like a router. It doesn't have a disk drive, nothing like that. This legit reminds me of something that I would see from Xfinity when the dude sets up your internet and everything is done. And what's even more crazy about this, aside from the internal storage, they're talking about, faster Wi-Fi, reduced power consumption, and, they're talking about more immersion. Now, you might think, okay, why are they talking about immersion? If you guys remember the big leaks that was going around, it was talking that Microsoft was looking to make a new Xbox controller that was going to compete with DualSense. Basically, it was going to be a controller that had haptics of their own. Now, whether that be in the triggers of the case, well, we found out today. So here's the new controller. The new controller, which is codenamed Sabao, I guess is what it is, the new Xbox controller. It has a two-tone look. So automatically, this feels like a dig at PlayStation low-key, because it's got the black and white. Literally, this is the exact same black and white color pattern that Sony does with the PlayStation 5. I thought that was funny because the Xbox by itself, you guys saw in the original picture, it's all black. But anyway, besides the point. They didn't even go with a two-tone design with that, but it is what it is. Let's just go into what this controller does, all right? So this particular controller is going to be taking a full advantage of direct-to-cloud. That is one of the main things they're talking about. And they're talking about play anywhere with Bluetooth 5.2. Another thing they mentioned with this controller is gyroscope. Now, gyroscope has been around for quite some time. You've seen it with PlayStation 3. You see it with PlayStation 4. I don't remember PS5 has it. I think so. I don't think PS5 has it. I don't know. Maybe it does. I don't remember. But you've seen this for quite some time, so I'm trying to get across to you guys with gyroscope. Now, in terms of the features that they're talking about on this, they're saying that, it has this engage and delight type of thing, where basically you lift it up and the controller immediately turns on, as opposed to you pressing a button on the actual controller. So the controller immediately does that whatsoever. Yes, it has a rechargeable, swappable battery. That's what they're saying there. So that's pretty cool. They're getting rid of the batteries. So cool. Okay. Let's see. New modular thumbsticks, improved longevity, continued build improvements. Again, in terms of the looks department, it kind of looks like an Xbox Elite controller, especially with that D-pad, and just the Xbox One controller, just smashed together, but it looks a lot better. So there's that. No issues with the look. They did say, again, it has seamless pair and switch, so it it has a new mobile app features, so it can see paired devices in cloud streaming and manage devices and accessories. And they also said, of course, and this is where the patents and all the leaks came to play, and this is where it actually comes true, feel the game. VCA haptics double as speakers. So in the grips around there where it has that two-tone type of look, those grips are actual speakers. The controller will absolutely move around, and it will have that type of feel for when you're playing certain games. Again, no talks of the actual triggers having haptics, so I don't know how they're gonna do that, but we shall see. Okay, but it does says precision feedback or haptic feedback, so that's gonna be interesting how it does how they do it. It has quieter buttons and thumbsticks. So there you go. How I feel about this, again, it's not really that shocking because I told you guys next year we're going to be hearing more. We're going to be seeing more in regards to these new next-gen consoles. The fact that they were talking about October 2024 in terms of the actual reveal or release date, that was interesting. I was not expecting that. I was expecting the PS5 Pros and whatnot to be 2025. Maybe, you know what I mean? And you would get the revision, which is going to be the one with this swappable disk drive in 2024, which we've already seen. But it makes you wonder if Sony's also doing this same type of thing where the PS5 Pro is going to be digital only, and the PS5 with the detachable disk drive, but that one or whatever, that one's just going to serve as just your physical media one. Because during this entire thing, they talked about how, like their digital cells and whatnot. They talked about how, how important that is and whatnot. I really do think physical media is at that point, guys, where it's really, really phasing out. And this particular console is just looking to further phase it out even further. And again, a lot of people don't really care as much. A lot of people buy their games digitally. There are a lot of people who want to own their games physically, but again, there is an overwhelming a lot of people who just been downloading their games. They'll whether it be PlayStation, Xbox, and then they'll have them be on that scheduled thing where they'll download while they're at work, and then when they get home, they can easily just start and play. So I don't know how else this thing is gonna carry over, how this thing is gonna affect. But again, it's crazy, man. Interesting, In terms of the, I guess, teraflops, because people care about that type of stuff. From what I've seen, and here it is on screen, it does say 12 teraflops plus 4K, and it says 16 gigabytes. So that's about it. There's not much else that was said here. This is definitely a big oops, though, on Microsoft's front, and, it is what it is. We already had an oops in regards to Sony when they showed, it was leaked for their their not mid-gen refresh, but their redesign for PS5. So I guess it was only apparent that we were going to get to this point with Xbox. But to everybody upset about this, honestly, I don't think anybody should be upset about this. You should just be a little bit more happy that you at least know what's in the roadmap. And from what we see in the roadmap, it's actually looking pretty okay. It's not a bad looking roadmap. I can see a lot of people upset about that, but it's a pretty okay looking roadmap. You got some games coming. That's all that matters. And the same thing can be said about PlayStation whenever we get their official games as it is. But that's all I gotta really say on that matter. All right, but there's the quick little video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you guys shocked by these leaks? Are you guys surprised by these leaks? Me personally, again, man, this is interesting. Definitely interesting. Let me know what you guys think, though. I will see you guys on the next one. All right, peace.